Good morning, everyone. My name is Ivar, and welcome to this live webinar from the Netherlands. Today, we're going to discuss the headphone 700, and I'm here with my colleague Dave.
Hey, hi there. I'm Dave. Yeah, so welcome. We will have today another live webinar. Just like Tuesday, we looked at a Bose work product, the Phoebe one, and today we will be reviewing another product from the Bose work family. Before we continue, I would like to explain that this is a 30-minute live webinar. It will be a short and powerful session. You have the opportunity to leave questions in the Q&A tab. So, as you see in your webinar window, we have chat and Q&A. We learned that from the other session that a lot of folks also leave questions in the chat area. So please try to leave them in the Q&A tab so that we have a good view on the Q&As at the end of the webinar, because we will look at them and try to work through the questions.
To answer them all.
So Bose work, Ivar.
Yeah. Another member of our Bose work family, I have to say, a category, especially made for your workspace, our work life, right?
Right, headphones 700 UC.
Yeah, I think it's good. Let's
get started, Ivar.
Okay. Okay, I think we need to let's start with the. We need to have one. Let's start with the headphone 700 that we just mentioned. And Dave, you got one here, right?
As a matter of fact, Ivar, it's right here.
Yeah.
So let's bring it to the table. Here it is.
There it is. It's gorgeous.
Headphone
right?
700 UC.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to talk about today. The headphone 700 UC, and this is one of the products that we introduced this February. At the ISE in Amsterdam. And maybe you think, okay, so what is it? It's a headphone. Yeah, that's true. It's a headphone that you already see in the store maybe today. You're right. But now it's one of the products for Bose work as well. Dave, can you maybe explain a little bit more about why we use those products like this?
Of course, yes. So let's focus on the headphone 700 UC, because that is the difference between the consumer and the one that we're going to introduce today. So the 700 UC, or the HP 700 UC, the one here, is actually a headphone, but it comes with unified collaboration technology. So in fact, it's your personal conferencing space, Ivar.
Yeah, and that's what we mean by UC, the unified communications. That's why we call this one headphone 700 UC.
Correct.
And this is not the only thing that you get when you buy the headphone 700 UC, because yes, you can buy this in the store today, but if you buy the UC version, like what we have here, you got something else, and that's the thing that we made for professional conferencing, all-day conferencing. First of all, this is his small child, I can say, the Bluetooth dongle. And in the middle you see that small USB dongle, and that's the difference with this model than in the store today for consumers.
Yeah.
So why do we use this USB dongle?
Why is there a dongle?
Yeah.
It already has Bluetooth on board.
Yeah,
you would think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can explain a little bit more about this. Well, what we want nowadays is comfortable meetings. We just want to be ready to do meetings. And what you see, unfortunately, Bluetooth is a really nice technology, but sometimes especially for professional environments like our work life, you want to have an instant meeting, and Bluetooth is a perfect protocol, but sometimes it's just a struggle. So therefore, we have that really nice USB Bluetooth dongle, the USB link, and that's the Bose the Bose link, what we build into these headphones. And the only thing that you have to do is plug it into your laptop, and you're good to go. Yeah. It comes actually prepared with the headphones. So there we have it. It's a really nice slim USB dongle, and yeah, it's prepared. So you plug it in, and within a second you're good to go. Yeah. And that's the big difference with this model compared to the consumer model.
I agree. If you don't want to fuzzle around with your Bluetooth settings if you need to jump into a
No.
call.
No.
You just want to connect your headset. So you switch it on, you plug on your Bluetooth dongle into your laptop, and then you have an instant connection, and you can jump straight away into your meeting.
Yeah, and what's also nice, by the way, is that let's say you are in a meeting on your laptop, and you are connected with a Bluetooth USB link, and maybe you just need to go, but you're still in that meeting. You can easily just shut down your laptop or close your laptop, and it automatically picks up on your mobile phone with that Bluetooth connection.
Right.
So you can switch between devices as well.
Yeah.
So that's really nice about this model. Well, maybe we can show how that works. Just plug it in, and we made a screen capture for you.
Right.
You, Dave.
Yeah. So
plug
this
it in.
is a laptop here, and I go to my sound preferences, and that's where this is the moment where I plug in the Bluetooth module or the dongle, how to say, and then you will see it appears in the sound preferences. That's I selected now, but it normally auto selects that as your default audio device, and that's not only with the operating system, but it also is automatically configured for your collaboration clients, for example, Microsoft Teams or Zoom or Google Hangouts.
So you don't have to worry about switching between audio devices. Because we are in certification of the process of Microsoft Teams, Google, and Zoom.
Yeah.
And so if that's there, it's automatically enabled on those collaboration clients.
Yeah.
But you also are able to control your meeting client, like for example Microsoft Teams, with your headphones. So when you turn up the volume here, it will automatically he's doing that for you in the client, right?
Right.
So
It's cool. We call it device control.
Yeah.
So, and as most of you know, that adjusting volume on an HP 700, the consumer version, it still works exactly the same for the HP 700 UC. You have this gesture control, so you can actually slide it up. And what it actually does is then, what Ivar just explained, it's doing device control in your collaboration client. So it's actually managing the volume on your laptop or in your application. And that is what that's really what we focus on, to make sure that it really integrates well with the application.
Yeah. And another thing, so that's we now talk about conferencing, and what's more important than voice pickup. So if you have a meeting, you want to be heard clearly, and one of the things, this is not just a normal headphone. This has a really a nice microphone array technology that we build in, because what's the thing? This is a personal device, so you can meet anywhere where you want. You can sit in a restaurant or a coffee shop or where you are, and you want to do meetings. And what's the big deal? Well, that big deal is that if you have a lot of background noise, what you most of the times have in those kind of places, then you have to mute and unmute yourself all the time, because you don't want to bother the other side of the world with your background noise, and that's where this headphone really helps you. Because what we made is a microphone array technology. Maybe you can explain it, Dave. Maybe you want to explain it.
Right. It comes with four microphone beams. So that's the arrays in total, 8 microphones, and the microphones are kind of positions in different areas of the headphone. So in fact, you have 2 microphones on the front and 2 microphones on the rear. The 2 microphones in the front are really there, formalizing a beam to pick up your voice, just your voice. So that's very important. So that's if you're in an open space, as Ivar just explained, where it could be a coffee shop or an open workspace that we have today in our facilities. There's a lot of people working. There's a lot of side noise. So the microphone beams on the front are designed to just pick up your voice.
Yeah, and they're really beams, by the way. So when you wear it, and if you wear it the other way around, stupid, right? There's a left and a right ear cup, but it will not pick up any voice. It's really projected to the front of your mouth. That's really fantastic.
So in fact, you could actually see it as a kind of virtual boom. And the boom is like the
Yeah.
stick you have in the old-fashioned headsets.
Yeah, and that's actually also one of the things that we don't want in conferencing. We as Bose think that you don't want. Well, you see nowadays a lot of boom mics, headset with boom mics for office. Maybe you want to use it for office but purposes, but in normal life you don't want to wear a boom mic, right? And that's what we try to avoid with this, and it works really well with this headphone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the device that you can use in your work life area. So it could be work, but it could also be your personal time.
Yeah.
So if you're commuting back and forward from home to the office, you just you're not always in a meeting, but you just want to listen to nice music.
Oh.
Or something else. You can also just use the noise cancellation piece of it and move into your bubble
Yeah.
while you are commuting in the train, for example. That's where we think it's important that it fits both areas, and then the boom is something that you don't want to have when you're traveling in the train.
And what's really interesting is that you spoke about that microphones, right? That we build in, and what we can do with that is we can actually isolate your voice out of the environment. Let's say noise, your background noise.
Yeah.
So what do? We have microphones on the back as well that can hear the background noise. We have the array on the front that listens to your voice. And we can compare that, and we can isolate your voice out of the rest of the background noise, and we only send clearly your voice to the other side of the world. So that works fantastic.
It's amazing. For example, take the coffee shop or take a busy airport, and you walk away to you're on the way to the gates, and you're just wrapping up that call. But you're in that busy environment. The far end, you will not hear it because the noise cancelling is active for you in the ear cups. But the noise cancelling is also active for the far end. So the far end will just hear you in that call, and not all the noise that you have in the airport's terminals that you're sitting or walking through.
Yeah, so that's the voice pickup. Of course, noise cancellation. Oh, this is actually the 7th generation already. So yeah, we have 11 levels of noise cancellation. So you can select yourself what do you want to let's say do, or how to use it. If you want to be in your own bubble, as you just mentioned, maybe you want the highest cancellation. You can focus on your work, even without meetings. You can just wear it just to focus. Or maybe you want to hear something around. You have 11 adjustable levels. And what's also nice, and I use that very often, is conversation mode. So sometimes you're in your bubble and your colleague is coming and he's asking you something. We all know that, and you need to turn off your headphone. There's a conversation mode. With a single tap, you can easily turn off your noise cancellation, and you can answer a question or you can have a conversation, and turn it on again.
Yeah.
And so that works really well.
Yeah, indeed.
And the design, by the way.
Yeah.
It's really a nowadays design. It's a modern design. It feels really nice. It's a nice product.
Yeah, it's very nice materials. So you can definitely see that Bose paid attention to the design, but also on the durability of the product. So it's designed for everyday use, and besides the conferencing quality, it is of course famous for premium Bose sound quality.
Yeah.
For these headphones.
This is really, for me, it's a must-have.
Yeah, it's your everyday companion, whether you're in the office, when you're traveling, you're sitting at home on the couch doing some Netflix in the evening, and isolating a little bit from the other things that are happening. A ton of use cases that we can bring up.
Yeah.
But it's a real cool product, and I'm very happy to see that Bose designed one for the workspace as well.
Yeah.
It fits the workspace and the personal space.
Absolutely. I think it's time for, if you have any questions, we're doing a Q&A session, so let us know, and we're going to start in a minute with your maybe your questions. So let us know. Oh yeah.
Right, the Q&A.
Yeah, let's see what we have. The Q&A. Well, there are quite some questions. First question I posted myself because that was posted in the chat window from Dennis. What does it differs to the QC700? I hope that's quite clear now. But maybe the other questions will also be in relation with this. Is the call quality the same as the consumer variant of the 700?
Yeah. So the quality that you, of course, can expect from Bose, from a Bose product. But for those two products, the consumer as well as the unified collaboration headphones, it's the same. The difference is the technology to really make it work for your conferencing clients. That's the difference.
Yeah. Does the activation of the dongle override the current Bluetooth connection? This is the question from Jacob.
Yeah, good question. What it does, as we explained, as we highlighted, the headphone 700 UC comes prepared with the dongle, so there is already a relationship between the headphones and the dongle. And the moment you plug it in, your laptop will automatically recognize the Bluetooth device. And it connects that Bluetooth device by default to your collaboration clients, in this case, or in our example, Microsoft Teams. So what is, coming a little bit trying to understand your question, the headphone has two Bluetooth channels, so you could connect to two devices. For example, you're connected to your mobile phone and to your dongle in your laptop. Yeah. So you can switch between two Bluetooth devices with your headset.
Yep. Next question. Is the USB dongle integrated or stored into the headset, or do we need to store it in our pocket?
Yeah, so there is no compartment in the headset itself. So it's really stored in the headphone 700 comes with a hard case where you can really nicely store your headphones. There is a little hatch to store your cables. So it's a short charging cable and a normal audio cable in case you want to connect without Bluetooth. It's also possible. In that same compartment, you can store the Bose USB Link Bluetooth module. So that's where you store it. So in fact, it's a pocket in the case, or if you want to keep it in your own pocket, that's also. But then keep in mind, it's a tiny thing that you better store in the case.
All the new Mac laptops don't have any USB-A connection anymore. It's all about USB-C now.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Bluetooth Link module is USB-A, and I know for myself that that doesn't fit into a Mac. So we use the converters that we have from Apple to connect the USB-A devices. Going forward, this is really feedback that we give to our product and development teams. So if we have news about,
we are aware of this.
We will definitely share this.
And next question is it the major difference between the 700 and the UC, the Link dongle? Yes and no, right? Yes, that's a major difference, but also let's say the team certification that we're working on. Yeah. That makes the real difference.
Microsoft certified, team certified. That is something we find really important because it really matches your headphone with your collaboration client, and that whole certification and pairing the device with your laptop, connecting it to your collaboration client, that only works with the UC package. So that's one important aspect. So team certified, Microsoft Team certified. The other thing is that if you pair it with the prepared USB Link dongle, it's also has an extended range. So it's an instant connection, it's a reliable connection, and an extended range compared to the standard Bluetooth device.
And there's a question, if the noise cancellation is automatically done, or do we have to do? Well, as we mentioned, you have several levels of noise cancellation, so you can choose yourself.
Yes, and you can also configure your default level. So if you want to go on noise cancellation level 3, and that's your that's the level that you really find convenient, make sure you store it as your default level. If you want to switch it off by default, that's also possible. Yeah, and
so, there's a button on it, and you can change it. There are 3 presets defined: level 10, 5, or 0. So
yeah, and then with the
app you can change it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. The capacity of the front microphone beam. I actually don't get this question. Maybe you can clarify, or maybe you.
Yes, it's a dual beam forming microphones on two sides. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean with capacity, but the two front mics are really dual beams to focus on voice pickup.
Yeah, that works really well. Is it possible to connect directly with a VC? I think that is the video conferencing client.
Video conferencing. So it's your mobile conferencing headset. So in fact, it's designed for your laptop as well as your smartphone, Android or iOS or your tablet. So it's really a mobile conferencing headphone that you connect to mobile clients. So I haven't seen examples where we connected directly to a video conferencing unit.
It's more for personal use.
Exactly.
And can you send me all the noise cancellation modes? Well, I think you have to reach out to your local sales person for this.
Once on the moment that we leave the webinar, there will be a handout posted, a PDF file, which is the Bose Work. You can find some more details there, and also you can visit the Bose Work website. If you just Google on Bose Work, you land there, and then you can also look at all the technical details for the headphone 700 UC.
Yeah. Next question: is it going to be sold through retail channels or Pro AV channels? Is Marcel asking.
Yeah, so if I would really recommend to connect with your account manager for this. There are different distribution models for the Bose Work products. So if you really want to know what it means for you, connect with your sales rep, and he or she will be able to really clarify how the distribution goes for this product.
The next question is it lightweight? Well, I think it's good to mention that and they paid a lot of attention on the form factor and how to wear this headphone. And this is a headphone that you can wear all day without having. It's all about the comfortable. This band is a special material that really fits perfectly on each, let's say, head.
250 grams, Ivar.
Yeah. I don't know if that's lightweight, but it feels really comfortable if you wear it.
It's aluminum, so it's really designed also to be comfortable.
Yeah, we have more questions. The battery life. Good question.
Yes, battery life up to 20 hours. So that's what we put in our specs. So that's if with normal use you have 20 hours of battery life. So it's definitely good for a long meeting. You have these meetings, and I'm from an IT. I come from an IT life, and I know we had calls of 14 hours. If you have an escalated incident or a major outage, you could be in long calls, and there I have calls that took 12 hours. So
what do you discuss in 14 hours?
Yes, no, but it's usually you use headphones for these kind of calls, and so.
Another good question. During the conversation mode, does the back of the mic of the headphone pick up the speaker and amplify the speaker? So what you actually mean, so if you enable the conversation mode, you can actually hear yourself a little bit through your headphone as well, so that you don't are going to speak loud because you can't hear yourself. So yes, noise cancellation is turned off. Yeah. There's a little bit of amplification for your own voice as well that you just keep.
It's in fact there is amplification, but it's to that level that you don't. That you don't recognize that you're amplified. So enabling that function is pressing the button for 1 second, and then you go into conversation mode. There's one button on the side.
Yeah. Is it Bluetooth 5, and what is the latency of the device? That's a good question, and I actually don't know the latency.
I also don't have it top of mind, so that is something that I need to come back to.
Yeah, or reach out to the local sales or technical guys. They will know, but sorry for that.
Sorry, it's Bluetooth version 5. I can say that. And I'm reading it quickly. I don't see the latency figures. but I can definitely confirm it's Bluetooth 5.0.
Okay, good. Our colleague Arno is asking, does it come with a stand? Arno, sorry, no, but we gave you one, so sorry for that. How far can you be from the PC during a call, so the extended range? Yeah. That's a good question. The exact specification, I don't know, but it is extended.
I found it here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was quick today.
Yeah.
So with the Bose USB link module, it's up to 30 meters, so 100 feet. If you connect it directly with your for example, smartphone and use the Bluetooth in that device, it's up to 10 meters.
We have to take a look at the time, but we have some more minutes.
Yes.
The noise cancellation level remains the same for the person and the collaboration client.
No,
That's something else.
That's something else. So you have noise cancellation for yourself. That is what you control with the different levels.
Yeah.
But I'm making these gestures, but so that's the volume, but you can control the levels using your app.
Dave is wearing it all day normally, so he's gesturing all the time.
Yes, it's touch controlled. For the far end, so what the microphone, dual beamforming microphone does, that's noise cancellation for really focusing on your voice and excluding the environmental noise. So there's two different levels of noise cancellation.
Correct. Can I buy the dongle and connect to the normal regular 700s?
Yeah, so therefore also we would like to recommend you to connect with your local account manager to see what's possible in your region.
Yeah. Is it compatible with an iPhone? Yes, it is. And next question, Vincent is asking, is the dongle maybe a spare part? Yeah, we know that that should be a spare part.
Yeah, definitely. Just also going back to one of the first questions, if it's a tiny thing and if you have it in your pocket and it's lost, of course we'll have the spare parts available.
Yep. And then we have 4 or 5 more questions. How does it compare to the Logitech wireless headset? I really don't know.
No.
Well, we cannot answer that question. Sorry for that.
No, they didn't make a A/B comparison between Logitech.
Well, we didn't actually.
No, yeah.
Maybe our colleagues. And what is the warranty period of this headphone?
Yeah, for Bose Pro products, it's 2 years. So we have a 2-year warranty on the device.
For the Bose work, yeah. And are there any other technical differences to the normal noise-cancelling headphone 700 than the prepared USB connection, differences besides certifications, or basically the same product with the microphones and stuff? There's other...
The look and feel is exactly the same.
Yeah.
The dongle is there, that's the difference. But the software on the device is also different compared to the consumer version. So the software on the headphone 700 UC is a different type of software to really make sure it's the pre-configure with the dongle is there. It knows it's a collaboration client, so you need to do device control. So if you bring the volume up with your headphone, it needs to manage your Teams client, for example, your Microsoft Teams client. So that's all software, and your collaboration software needs to understand that. So that's what we call
microphone
device
mute
control
and stuff.
Microphone mute if you tap twice, or tap twice again to unmute. And also making that visible in Microsoft Teams, for example. That is software, and that we call that device control, and therefore there is a difference with the consumer and the headphone 700 UC.
Yeah. And one more, are you aiming for Teams certification or Open Office Teams certification?
Microsoft Teams certification is our target.
Yeah.
We are working hard with Microsoft on that as we speak.
Yeah.
So you can definitely count on that going forward.
And we are, right on time, I guess, 30 minutes. Question about how does it compare with the QC35? Well, this is a different headphone. So I don't think you want to compare this one, especially not. We are talking now about Bose work, about professional use. The QC35 is a consumer model, so I don't think you want or need to compare this one with the QC35. Maybe if you want to compare noise cancellation, but now we're talking about conferencing applications. I don't think you want to compare it. You can't compare it.
It's apples and oranges,
Yes.
by the way. So, of course, noise cancelling technique, and that we're both applied.
We do that for 15 years. So
Yes. So what we did in the 35, definitely you will find developments back in this product, improved developments, but this is a completely different product compared to the 35 Series 2.
No questions anymore.
All right.
Great.
Thanks for attending, everybody.
Thank you.
We will be hosting another HB 700 this afternoon. Our afternoon, we are in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Next week, so stay tuned for next week, because there we will also have another Bose Work family product that we are going to highlight. It's the Bose ES1. That's on Tuesday next week.
Yeah. And more to come. We're also coming up with some case studies, so more interesting stuff to come.
Right,
so we hope you enjoyed this.
Stay tuned and stay safe.
And
Take
see
care.
you hopefully next week or this afternoon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.